Breaking news in Nova Scotia, which is getting hammered by a winter snowstorm.
There's so much snow that's fallen in parts of Cape Breton this weekend that it's trapping some people inside their homes.
The Cape Breton Regional Municipality has just voted to declare a local state of emergency. Could see up to 150 centimeters of snow by tomorrow afternoon.
Declaring a local state of emergency. They're expecting up to 150 centimeters of snow before the storm is done, the most in 2 decades.
State of emergency has been declared, with the mayor calling on provincial and federal governments for help.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the cabin. Long time no chat, eh? It has been a minute. Wow, it has been quite the journey. It's been absolutely beautiful to see the changes through winter here. We have seen every type of weather, different storms, lived through it all, and we've survived so far. And yeah, we're doing okay. Dobby's doing okay. I'm doing okay. And I'm so sorry for not updating you. I'm sorry for my radio silence. But I think, yeah, we just needed a minute just to take all this in. reassess a lot of things. And yeah, I think the main thing is I just needed to make sure that I was okay mentally. As many of you know, this whole journey with the cabin has been a big part of it has been my mental health and that whole journey. And just, yeah, I think I needed a minute just to kind of reassess and filter everything and just make sure I was okay. And yeah, I needed a minute. So I'm sorry for not updating you. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm sure you have a lot of questions, but yeah, first and foremost, we're doing okay. And yeah, where do we even start? Let's start with that. Where do we start? The van is not parked up there. That was one of the delays with this is the van. I wasn't quite sure what to do with it. I needed a place to store it. The original plan was to not winter here at all. It was to take the van. We had a route mapped out. We were going to go to the state. We had all these different campsites that we were going to show you all. We were going to film it. And I know I say we a lot. I see this in the comments. When I say we, I mean me and Dobby. I know it's kind of weird to talk for a dog, but yeah, that is why I say we. But also, it makes me feel better just knowing that I'm saying we, as in me and you are having a conversation. And also, this is the first time I've really spoken out loud in like the last 2 months. So this is very strange for me. Yeah, so the van, we had this route mapped out. We were going to go on this crazy adventure. The last time I spoke to you, the van was stuck up there on that old back road, that old logging road. We were blessed with a little bit of good weather. We were able to get the van out. This was right before Christmas time, and we went and got the van serviced. I knew that back road did a number on the van, but I just didn't know how bad it was, but it ended up being pretty bad and quite expensive. So once the van was serviced, we got it out from the mechanics. I was just kind of sitting there and reassessing and just thinking about all the money I just spent and all the money that we were about to go spend on gas and that whole adventure, and also future maintenance on the van. Yeah, and we were blessed with a little bit more good weather that allowed the van to get back on that logging road. So honestly, I was just kind of sitting there and just contemplating my next moves and what the best plan was. And so I decided, let's just try to get as much wood as we can in the little amount of time that winter was allowing us to before the snow hit. Yeah, I was able to gather a good amount of wood. I was able to bring in a good amount of food. So I felt pretty good about where I was at. And the last obstacle was just finding a place to store the van. That proved to be quite difficult. I did find a spot. One of the local storage units put me in touch with somebody that owned a warehouse. And so that's where the van is right now. We have it stored at a warehouse. Luckily, I was able to get the van out again. We drove it all the way to the warehouse. We got it stored there. The owner of the warehouse ended up being so nice. He ended up giving us a drive back to that logging road, back to the point where, you know, his van or his truck was able to get us. I did map it out. It took me 14 kilometers to get from where his truck was able to get to back to the cabin. So, and that was with a bunch of gear that I had packed and carrying Dobby. So yeah, it was quite the adventure. Yeah, I'm sure you have a lot more questions, and I do want to do a future video with all of your questions, because I know I'm just going to be standing here rambling for 30 minutes, and you know, who wants to listen to that? Although this view is absolutely amazing. I did get my drone back though, so I'm super pumped about that, and I'm really pumped to show you all of the drone footage that I got. Please do me a favor, drop your comments or drop your questions in the comments, and I will do a future video based on your questions in the comments in this video. So please do me a favor, comment on that. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. I know I haven't really posted in a little bit, and there's so much to tell you, so much going on. I don't even know where to start, but let's start with your questions, because that's going to open up a lot. And I have so much to show you. Yeah. It's wild. If you haven't already, I also have a Patreon, and I do updates on that as well. And I know I've had a lot of messages and a lot of people reaching out to me, and I want to thank you so much. Again, like I've said in every other video I do, I'm just so grateful for all of you. And that's been one thing throughout this entire process of, I guess, the check-in with myself and making sure my mental health is good. And, you know, your comments and your messages have really helped me so much. And yeah, I just want to say thank you. And yeah, I've really been trying to focus a lot on that word and gratitude, and trying to accept, you know, grace in my life, and grace with how I'm approaching everything. And yeah, I just want to say thank you so much. Thank you for being kind, and thank you for all the messages. I do read all of them. I do read all the comments, and yeah, I'm just so blessed for all of you. So yeah, thank you so much. But yeah, put your questions in the comments, and I'm going to take them, and I'm going to do a video for you based on those questions. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all in the next one.
Bolts of lightning, pouring rain, crescent moon has taken itself far away to lay down. One more lazy dream. I can't sleep. They used to cut. Now you and me, we was thicker than blood. But the sky grew dark and got inside of me.